Hello everyone, my name is Carl.
I'm Kamin.
I'm Lee.
I'm Hayden.
And
welcome to our podcast.
So guys, we all know why we're all here today, right?
Yep.
We'll be talking about a topic and we'll be talking about the invisible children of Malaysia. So guys, in your own opinion and on your own understanding, who and what are the invisible children of Malaysia?
I think invisible children means that there's a group of children unable to be seen in Malaysia. And yeah, they are not holding an IC, but with a birth certificate, which is pink color. And at the time of birth, the government will still allow them to apply for the birth certificate, but they will state bukan warga negara, which means they are not recognized as a Malaysian citizens, and so they basically have denied some rights. So this is my own understanding.
So they get only pink, sir. I thought red.
Birth certificate is pink color one.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Different colors.
Okay.
Okay. How about you, Kaho? What do you think? What's your own understanding?
My own understanding about my understanding about invisible children in Malaysia is that what like Lee say, they don't have the rights to do what they want or to go wherever they want. So exactly, like you need to apply, like you need to have a proof or documents to like apply.
It's a lot of process, right?
A lot of process.
A lot of process.
You need to go through a lot, like Balai Police and other stuff, if I'm not mistaken, and that's my own opinion.
Okay.
So what's yours, Hayden?
Okay. I think stateless children is like same with us, all of us. Okay. They could be the person who working next to you in the road in the morning.
We never know, right?
Yeah,
They could be beside us.
Yes.
They also live in Malaysia, live in anywhere in Malaysia. So, but there is not same with us. That's the problem they are faced, and the rights they have is not very different from all of us.
Because they don't have, they're not Malaysian. They don't
Yeah,
have the
they have denied the right.
Yeah.
Just like this lah.
I see.
Okay.
I think these children, right? They don't enjoy as much freedom as we do
Yep.
because of the citizenship,
Yes.
the status of them.
Yeah.
And I feel like they live in constant fear every day, and like trying to avoid the government and authorities. Because I can imagine if they got caught by the government, right, or the authorities, right, they have to go through a lot of things. So like they basically have to like live in the shadows,
True.
live in the shadows, and
Yeah.
we all don't know, and this becomes like an invisible jail for them.
Yes.
Not just invisible children, they're in the invisible jail as well.
Yep.
So, how do you guys think why they are to become stateless children in Malaysia?
I think there's a lot of factors that goes behind this. Like many of them is stateless because like they lack proper documents since birth. Like maybe when they're born, right, their parents kind of like abort them.
Yep.
And when they give it to someone, they give it to like another person to adopt. They don't give the documents. Or maybe they don't give documents. Then like from there it carries on the flow just goes on, and it's like just snowball all the way down.
Some of the parents will also not to apply the document after they're born. So
So they just procrastinate. Like we got baby. Let's just
Just
let's
leave
just
it alone.
tomorrow next month,
Apply,
next year.
So they take their own sweet time kind of thing. Yeah. They should be like more.
Like once they're born, say let's go and register now.
Responsibility
Register
to-
ASAP.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just like Kamin said just now, right? Some parents, they cannot give birth, then they will adopt the child, right? But they might what do you call? They might adopt the child through an illegal process. And they might get the fake certificate from the improper agent. And I think that's the reason, because they don't have the documents, so they cannot be the citizens. Last time I have read news articles.
Okay.
A couple, they didn't apply the
Permit or like
the birth certificate
Oh,
through
birth
the
birth
legal
certificate.
process. Yeah, and then they exposed by the JPN as they are holding and forged documents, because the documents at the column of the parents' names, they fill in with the adoptive parents. That one is wrong, because actually they
it should be the real
Yeah,
parents,
yeah.
right?
they're supposed to fill in the biologic parents.
Biological
Oh.
parents.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
But many of them do this right because right I heard they cannot. The process to adopt a children is damn long.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
process. Like it's like trying to get a driving license. You know,
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
to like go for the class,
Go
then
for
like
tests.
class, then you go exam, then
Yep.
take the test, this and that. Like it's a long. I mean, we all know, we all have driving license, and we all know how tedious the process is. Right? So
yes.
that's why I think they opt for black market, which is like the fastest and smartest way.
Yes.
But then I'm also surprised like how they can find all these like black market places. You know, it's like they go on where like Facebook, baby something, baby
Yeah,
group Malaysia.
yeah.
Or what they find muda. I'm actually very surprised at the process. I'm like also curious how they do it. You know, like they go through baby and say, oh, PM Haga.
I mean, yeah, that's where like people like
So,
can get scammed easily, or like you.
you're not just scam they'll lose the children again.
Yeah.
But okay, not scam because like they're adopting what? Are they did they adopt? They adopt or like do they actually pay money for the children?
Yeah.
They adopt the child.
Or
They
okay,
adopt the
adopt,
child.
but then
Okay.
the process
So-
is you get the fake documents,
fake
right?
documents.
Yeah, maybe some of the person works in the adoptive place. They will give
okay.
the birth certificate, which is fake one.
Fake one.
Or
Yeah.
fake one.
Everything also got fake, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, got
yeah.
fake SPM cert, fake degree cert.
Oh yeah.
Fake
Then
birth-
Everything can
birth-
say it, right?
even
birth
you can
certificate.
fake my Sejatera. People also can.
Oh,
like,
yeah, so I think these days anything is possible, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I
the world
think
changed already, bro. The world
yeah,
changed.
it's crazy.
So the most important thing is I think is just take care of your child after he's born. This is your responsibility.
Yeah,
lah.
register, go
Yeah.
sign up, daftar as soon as possible, right?
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
I want to talk about one more the reason
One
there's
more.
stateless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because in Malaysian laws
Okay.
if the children born before the Malaysian's father and non-Malaysian's mother, and then the children will not get the Malaysian citizenship. Yeah, and he will follow his mother citizen, means he will follow her mother country origin country of origin.
Okay.
Maybe what country but not Malaysians. But if the father is Malaysia, his father is non-Malaysian, mother is Malaysian, and they will follow the mother's.
The mother side.
Yeah.
Because of she's Malaysian, because the father is not Malaysian, so like you need to follow the Malaysian side. Yeah. Because okay, I
Yeah.
understand.
So the important thing is depends on the children's status or not. Is depend on the
Mother.
mothers or the gender of the parents lah. Yeah.
I think it's a bit unfair, you know, like
Yeah.
the children
Yeah,
they are
that's
just
kind of-
born innocent, man.
Yeah,
And, like,
exactly.
Their fate is like depending on their parents' nationality.
Yeah.
So, Lee, like, what do you think? Like, you know, the whole stateless children, like, you know, what are the consequences for being a stateless
then I
children in
think-
Malaysia?
Oh, I think one of the consequences for being stateless in Malaysia is the stateless children might, denied the rights on healthcare, because the cost of healthcare is actually higher for the non-citizens, which
They
mean-
have to pay the international
Yeah,
fees.
they have
Right,
to pay
higher
more
fees.
fees on the consultation and medication fees. So,
Okay.
which means they need to bear a large amount of fees on the healthcare. So it might also lead them into the financial problem, I think.
I see. Okay. Then what do you think, Karin?
Yeah, I think being a stateless children, right?
Yeah.
They face a lot of discrimination and misconception from society today, you know, because they would not just like get a lot of discrimination. I think they might get bullied or like beaten up
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Because like many people these days, they think that you're stateless,
Yep.
you're probably an immigrant,
Yes.
you're maybe a refugee or some illegal immigrant.
Yep.
But like what Hayden said just now, most of them, right? They're just like us, born and raised in Malaysia.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're just like any other Malaysian kids, but then society just see them as illegal immigrants. They
Yeah.
see them as like
They-
foreigners.
Yeah, they treat them differently.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like most of these these stateless children, like I think one of the consequences for them and also to us, right,
Yep.
is because like they're always constantly trying to run away and hide away from the authorities and government.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't want to walk around in the city openly.
Yeah.
Who knows, later police mana IC?
Yeah, then
Yeah.
Mana IC then, you know, like,
yeah, that's true.
like kena tangkap or
yeah,
like,
so like a lot of these children, right, or these stateless children, and like they would normally live in really, really harsh conditions, far away from the city or somewhere else that we don't know. Maybe they might be living under the drain somewhere else, like really, really harsh conditions.
Yes.
And like the standard of their health and hygiene is really bad.
Yeah.
Like imagine, because you cannot get access to like basic facilities and medical checkup, and like, you know, the hospital bills are expensive because they have to pay
Yeah, they cannot afford them.
international fees.
Yes.
Like a price, international price.
Mm.
So like they only get probably getting water from somewhere, maybe a clean source or not clean source. So like with health and hygiene being really bad, sometimes it can bring unwanted diseases. And when there's unwanted diseases, it will somehow eventually spread to us society, you know, like COVID.
Yeah, like just like COVID.
I mean, it's not saying that it's like COVID, but like something like COVID because it's spreadable. And then like imagine if it's an unknown disease they created, who knows lah? It might be a new variant or something, like something new that we don't know. Just like you know, what's that? Was it Train to Busan How it started, right? Is they bring in is it Train to Busan? Like I don't know what Korean movie
Okay.
They bring in illegal foreigners. They escape. They're probably refugees, and they're all locked in the container. You know.
Oh.
Then one of them.
Yeah,
You know that movie?
Yeah, I know that
Is it Train to Busan or
I think not the Train
not
to
Train to
Busan.
Busan?
No.
But yeah, it's like, you know, right?
It's just kinda
The moment
some-
he opened, right, then everyone is like damn
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Then one person like touch him or something. Then,
Yeah,
like,
refugees,
but
right?
okay, but we're not saying they're like that. But like, just imagine the situation. That's how it is. Who knows? Like they're walking, but they don't know they have the whatever disease or any contamination. You know, like
Mm.
so. It will bring harm to not just them and us. You know,
Yeah.
us society. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just like what I say, because they cannot afford the large amount of healthcare fees, so they cannot, you know, do the body checkup or everything.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, they also may have to join the workforce at the early age. Yeah, and then once they are stateless and their children also stateless, and there will be more and more stateless children in Malaysia. So I think this is the very important things lah. I think.
Yeah, child labor is not a cool thing, man.
It's
Like,
not a cool thing. Yeah.
But I'm also like curious how they recruit all these children like
Yeah.
how they find them and like sometimes who knows, man, like was it in India where they call out
Yeah, you know the
Ah.
movie Slumdog Millionaire?
some
It's about you collect those children to help you, like, you know, like
it's on
child
Netflix.
labor.
It's on Netflix.
No, I don't know, is it on Netflix, but it's a very old movie. It's about like you collecting children to help you to do work, but actually it's a child labor. It's a very bad
Child
thing.
labor.
Yeah, it's a very bad thing. So
Yeah,
the guy is like torturing them. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, I gotta check that out. What year did it release? When was it? How long was it?
Oh, I think like 5 years ago. It's very long. It's very long.
5 years still okay lah.
Ah,
5 years still okay. 5
yeah.
years still okay.
That movie, you need to watch. It's a good movie.
But yeah, like I said, like even there's child labor is not just going on with like within the stateless children. It's also going on worldwide as well. You know, especially in I think is it India?
India.
India, like the was it H&M?
I think
H&M. Was it H&M? They call out H&M
Yeah.
for like
The workers are mostly all like children.
yeah, and they're telling people to like boycott because it's like child labor and they don't get paid
Yes.
and they work, they overwork, and it's beyond. They basically don't get their rights
Yeah, they
right?
don't get their
It's
rights.
really
Yeah.
really heartbreaking to
Yeah,
hear about it.
Yeah, I feel bad for them.
I
Yeah.
think another consequence is like, you know, do you all apply for the PTPTN?
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I think some of us
Because
do.
stateless children, they don't have the IC, right? So actually they don't have the rights to apply for PTPTN. So at the same time they also need to afford a large amount on education but I think that's also kind of hard for them to
Yeah.
complete their studies lah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
reasons.
A lot of
lot of
reasons,
reasons.
and they have to pay international fees because
Yeah.
they're not
Yes.
Malaysian.
Yes, it's even more higher price than local.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like there's a lot of things they don't get to enjoy, like public transport.
yeah.
And like what she mentioned just now, or what I mentioned just now, is like basic access to medical checkup, like the medical services and
Yeah.
education,
Yeah.
But they also cannot buy the insurance, right?
insurance.
They,
Can buy.
I'm not sure, but
You got do insurance, no? You got do insurance, no? No?
I mean my cousin do insurance.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not sure they can buy or not, but yeah, maybe I can ask him about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the insurance?
I think it's cannot buy insurance because it's no have the IC or what.
Yeah,
any
they don't
documents,
have
Yeah.
they
True.
don't have the documents to apply for.
Yeah. Because they're non-Malaysian. Yeah.
Actually, how can we change the public perspective on the invisible children in Malaysia?
To me is to change the public perspective is to either you do protest, like do protest, but that's the bad way. Like you can do a better way, like as in,
Yeah.
like share social media, share the awareness to everyone. So
But protest is so good sometimes because you
Sometimes.
put pressure on the
Yeah,
government
yeah,
and say,
yeah,
oh shit,
yeah,
we need to
yeah,
start
yeah.
working.
yeah,
And also like protest, right? Also it can go big sometimes, go on the news.
Yes.
Then more people will know. But it's just, I mean, it's a way,
yes,
but there's also pros and cons on it, lah. Yeah.
yeah,
And I think
Yeah.
social media is also quite a useful way by
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Nowadays,
everyone use social media now.
yeah,
there's a lot of influencer out there, like
yeah.
TikTok.
so many platforms like TikTok and then like
Facebook,
Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We need to raise the awareness on this problem for all of us. So got more people can help them to solve this problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But another way, in public perspective, right, is also to let them know that, like, these children, right, are not foreigners, like what I mentioned just now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, they're not foreigners, they're not illegal immigrants, they're not aliens.
Yeah.
They're just like us, man.
Yeah.
They're just born and raised in Malaysia. So, like, it's good that if we can really change their perspective, right,
Yep.
then the public can, somehow make a big step and lend a helping hand to these invisible children or stateless children.
Just
So-
be kind and fair to everyone.
Yeah.
because they are human being. Like, let's be honest, they are human.
Yeah, they're
being.
all humans,
Yeah.
all like us.
Yeah.
And also like in the law, the United Nations, I'm not sure if the United Nations law or the Malaysian law itself,
Yep.
that like once the children is born in the country, they will be automatically granted. They have the right like to be automatically granted as the citizenship there.
Yes, exactly. Even though they are different, like the parents is different, like races or religion, it's not Malaysian, but yeah, you still get the citizenship in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a bit sad to know how like I think we mentioned just now, like the fate of them, right? The fate
Yeah.
of these children, right?
Yeah.
The fate of them lies on the parents.
Yeah,
Like they were born like that. They have like they don't even know what's going on, and
Yeah.
like it's suddenly like all their fate. The fate is like all in the
Yeah.
hands of the parents.
Yeah.
Like
So at the same time,
Yeah.
the parents also need to take responsibility to help them.
yeah,
Yeah, because they don't do anything. I mean, you just born, then what can you do? You have no- yeah,
That's true.
yeah. And they also have human rights out, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. What other solution or suggestion to help the invisible children or the stateless children?
I think we should support. There's a orphan care NGO that set up in PJ Petaling Jaya.
Mm.
Yeah, they promote the abandoned baby protection cabin, which they hope can help the baby from the mothers, which the mother wants to throw them,
Yeah.
Like,
Some like
don't want the baby.
Yeah.
So they helps the baby to get the birth certificate.
Mm.
They will tell the mothers to prepare a list of documents that can prove the babies is Malaysian. Then they can help the babies to get the birth certificate from the JPN.
The JP.
Yeah.
Understand. So-
Okay.
Yeah. What? How about you?
Okay.
Hayden first. Yeah.
Hayden
You can go first. Yeah.
Okay. Malaysian laws got one law is talking about stateless children can seek to the court. Can go to the court seek the declaration.
Okay.
The terms and condition is you is the person stateless who have no any citizenship on Malaysia or any country. Means you don't have any other country of the citizenship, and you can apply this declaration for the citizenship in Malaysia under Article 14. Yeah.
So they go up to the court and say, hey, I want a declaration to become Malaysian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So process, is it easy or hard?
Yeah.
It's actually is
Still also a very
yeah.
long process.
It's a
I think it's a long
process,
process
yeah.
also lah.
Yeah.
Because actually the
Okay.
probability to, to manage the, to success with the apply is quite,
Yeah. I
it's
think
really hard.
yeah.
The probability.
Yeah,
is
if the
quite low.
varies, like if trying to get citizenship is very hard, right? I feel like this is also will be very hard.
Yes.
If not, like everyone can go for that, they can opt for that declaration part and like just get their IC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
I got saw the news got many application on this lah, but only a few application can
Success.
accept already.
Yeah.
but the probability is very low.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bringing up on what Kaho mentioned, right, protests and stuff, right, I feel like the protest, not just protests, but like basically getting the government to listen what they want, what the demands,
Yes.
like to give out like the list of demands, like asking the government, oh, here's out and like fix the law, make some amendments, because like there's a lot of loophole, like there's a lot of like grey areas and like still uncertain parts for this. So I think another way to like support or like to help support them, to give support, is by like what she mentioned, Lee mentioned social media, right? Is
Yeah.
to promote, we promote through social education, like the public, their lack of social education, especially on the knowledge of these stateless children, like what I mentioned just now.
Yes.
So like you can let them know like the legal procedure and like what are the ways we can help to reduce the occurrence of stateless children in Malaysia. And also like what she said also, abandoned baby protection cabin. It's like it's a non-government organization to basically assist these mothers to like get the birth certificate, like to help them get the right documents correct, fix the documents and get the birth certificate. Another thing is it's called the family support group for stateless Malaysian children. So basically they help provide support to like all areas who are in need, like those stateless children who are in need. So basically people can go there, like people can volunteer, the public can volunteer, and share experience, like just talk with the children
Yeah.
to like ease out the emotional and physical tension they are going through.
Yep.
And like because they're so isolated, they're running away, always hiding, so like
Yes.
it helps them lah. And like it's also, you can gain valuable insight, it puts the public in the shoes of these invisible children and make them like, oh shit, like they're going through so much, like
Yep.
this is what they face every day. So there's a lot more,
Yeah. There's a lot more.
but we've come to an end of our podcast talk,
Yes.
and we hope you enjoy our talk and probably gain some new information, new discovery on this, and we hope that you guys
Can pay more attention.
pay more attention to this
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of issues, but children, the stateless, the invisible children, we also need to like put a spotlight on them so people can know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's all from us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.